Saludos familia, les habla Jesús, su administrador del grupo Todo sobre Lucha Libre, y hoy una nueva entrevista tenemos al luchador Wes Logan. Hi Wes, how are you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Very fine. Well Wes, what or who was your inspiration to become a wrestler?
I started watching wrestling when I was 2 years old, so I was around with Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior eras, mainly with the tag team Demolition. That was kind of like my inspiration right there.
Ok, cuando pequeño su inspiración lo fue Hulk Hogan y también la pareja de Demolition. We remember the Demolition, they were very terrible, they were very, I know, dangerous and all of that. Okay, who trains you?
My first trainer was Michael Modis. He was really big in Japan, Ring of Honor. He was part of WCW for a short period of time. I've had other trainers that have helped me along the way, like Rico Constantino, former Intercontinental Champion, D'Lo Brown, another big champion in WWE, and Sin Bodhi, another name that has been helping me a lot. Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake was actually a part of Sin's Snake Pit for a short period of time, so he helped us a lot. I've had a lot of good people behind me for a long time. Another one that was more recent of a trainer and more of a mentor and a brother, Vampiro, was a big influence in the last few years for me too. So.
Como ustedes verán, él ha tenido bastantes entrenadores, no creo que haya que, ¿verdad?, decir las cosas en español porque ya ustedes escucharon los nombres conocidos y famosos. How many years have you been a wrestler?
I've been a wrestler since 2010, so this is going on my 11th year in June. I'll be 11 years in the business.
Ok, en junio de este año él va a cumplir 11 años en su carrera como luchador. Why the name Wes Logan, also the Beast Butcher? Why is that name? Where does that name come from?
So Beast the Butcher is actually a stage name that I had I'm in a heavy metal band as well. It's called Death in Motion. So they gave me that name, Beast the Butcher, and then Project West was me kind of taking off the mask as Beast the Butcher and becoming more myself, a little bit grittier, a little bit more urban youth. So it's very parallel to each other, but very different at the same time.
Ok, la bestia carnicera, como ustedes pueden ver, es el tipo de gimmick que él tiene. Inclusive, ustedes pueden conocer a Abdullah the Butcher. You know Abdullah the Butcher, right? Do you know Abdullah the Butcher?
Which one?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Butcher, yeah, man. That was watching matches between him and Cactus Jack or Mick Foley. Them having tag matches together was actually like a big part of my childhood, because like in Nevada we had this company called NWC, and they used to bring a lot of those guys out here. So being able to watch Cactus and Abdullah was actually a pretty big part of my childhood. I really like that.
Abdullah the Butcher fue parte de su niñez. Él recuerda haber visto luchas con Cactus Jack y pues sinceramente él lo admira completamente. Do you remember your first match? How do you feel getting into the ring? With whom was that match, and do you win or do you lose that match?
Oh, I lost terribly, but I started off in a tag match. It was me and another trainee. His name was Eddie Guardado. And we went against our trainer Michael Modis and a now buddy of mine. His name was Monster at the time, but it was JR Ganuso. But it was a good time because that day I actually moved into my first house, so I had to rush and move stuff early in the day and then shoot down to the facility to wrestle. And I got to wrestle in front of my dad for the very first time too. Like, my dad's only seen me wrestle one time. It was my first match, so it was really good. But I did come out with some bumps and bruises from getting beat up by those two.
Su primera lucha fue en parejas, perdió, como él dice, de una manera estrepitosa, pero De eso se aprende. Okay, I'm watching a photograph in your Instagram. Is this your manager?
That's actually my partner in life and in wrestling right now. We own Versus Pro Wrestling together, and she's a very big influence on why things are going on around in Vegas right now. So, but
Okay.
yeah, she will be transitioning into management here soon, but not just yet. I'm still training her.
Ok, la foto que le enseñé es tanto su pareja en el trabajo como su pareja en la vida real. Es por esto que pues actualmente está en Las Vegas. I'm also watching here another photograph which you seem a little bit like Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, that was a picture that was taken for a series of photo shoots for me. I've got a few more coming that are going to be something like that and more like more risque pictures as well.
Bueno, en esa foto le dije que se parecía un poquito a Braun Strowman de la WWE y él dice que esto fue una serie de fotos que le tomaron, que muy pronto vienen fotos nuevas. Okay, right now you have the opportunity to go either AEW, TNA, or WWE. Which one would you choose?
I've got a lot of friends over on the Impact roster, so it would be a more of a comfortable situation to be there. But AEW is definitely a goal of mine with a lot of the good people that work there. I want to see how the environment is. I want to see how the talent is. I want to bump around with a few of those big guys in there too. So see how that works out.
Ok, tiene muchas amistades en IPA, pero mayormente le está llamando mucho más la atención a AEW. Okay, on these years of wrestling, have you win any tag team championship, any championship belt, you alone or something like that?
I'm actually going on a year as being pretty hard wrestling's Arizona champion. So I've defended it in Vegas. I've yet to defend it back in Arizona. So once things open up a little bit more there, I'll be shipping myself back to Arizona to beat some people up for my championship. As of right now, that's the only one that I hold. I'm proud of it. Take care of that championship as much as I can.
Él tiene actualmente un campeonato, él está esperando, ¿verdad? Para poder ir. You say to go to Nevada or Arizona to defend the title?
It's Arizona. Party Hard Wrestling is in Phoenix or in Mesa, Arizona, for the most part. And they go under the championship I hold is Arizona.
Ok. O sea, que está esperando su momento para llegar a Arizona para defender ese título que se va a quedar con él por mucho, mucho tiempo. Ok, you sound like a heel. Am I correct?
For the most part, yeah. I try to keep it open. I try to keep it lighthearted. But when it comes to wrestling, I am kind of a jerk. I beat people up and grab faces and pull ears and all that fun stuff. So I'm not the nicest person to wrestle, but yeah, I would be considered a heel in some places.
Ok, él se considera rudo en algunos lugares, él está para golpear, para lamentar. Él pues está considerando tal vez otras opciones, pero hasta el momento lo de él es, olvídate, acabar con el mundo de todo el mundo. Ok, how do you define your gimmick right now?
With Beast the Butcher, he's more of a tortured soul. He was treated very poorly as a child and burned, so he's got a lot of burns on his body. And being the leader of the underground nation, he has taken a lot of his underlings and brought them to Earth to have at it against the wrestling world. As for Project Wes, he's more of a prankster, a jokester, a jerk, someone that is mainly trying to take back what was stolen from him for a long time. So that's my character for both of them.
Bueno, tiene dos partes de su personaje. Uno es el alma torturada que sufrió un fuego, actualmente tiene quemaduras en su cuerpo y también pues que le gusta hacer bromas, o sea que el gimmick de él, el personaje de él se divide entre dos. Do you belong to any company right now? You say something about you own a company.
Yeah, I own Versus Pro Wrestling in Las Vegas, Nevada. I wrestle for Party Hard Wrestling in Arizona, as well as High Impact um, in Arizona as well. Um, Worked for Destination Six and a couple other California promotions as well. Um, haven't really traveled a lot, obviously, since things have kind of shut down. So whether I'm going to be jumping back to certain states or not, once things open up, is going to be kind of questionable. I'm really trying to take care of my house and make sure everything is clean here before I start venturing out other places.
Well, you never know because right now Jake the Snake is on AEW. Maybe, just maybe, that's the person you need so he can reach you out and then you can go to AEW.
Yeah, Murder Hawk, Lance Hoyt, Lance Archer doesn't have too much backup right now, so I'd like to jump in with him and Jake and make sure he's taken care of the right way.
Yeah, and right now, you know that the Big Show is over there, so maybe, just maybe, we can see a match between you and him.
I don't know if I want to match with Big Show. You see how big his hands are? Like I don't want that smacking me in the face, man. I don't know. Like let Big Show stay on the commentary table. He's big enough for that. We don't need to get hit by that guy.
And what about his right punch?
Nah, man, duck. He's tall. He's gonna miss me. He's gonna duck.
Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe you can face Cody Rhodes,
See, I'll
or
fight Cody. I'll fight Cody. Big Show, that's too big for me. I'll leave that with the big guys. I'll take on Cody. I'll beat up Cody. I don't have no problem with that.
oh my God. Well, I only can imagine the Big Show trying to watch you, and you like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was that guy over there that said it about you, man. Not me. That wasn't me. I'm not trying to get no Big Show heat.
Oh my God. Well, there are a lot of giants in wrestling, you know. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to face a giant.
Nah, man. I got too many. There's too many people on the roster. Let them fight them first. Y'all big people do the Kong and Godzilla stuff against you. Yeah, y'all fight each other. I'll take all the other people of my size.
So you're
Boom.
gonna be like, okay, this is over. Can I get in?
Exactly. Yeah. Smart, not hard. I don't. Yeah.
Maybe in a rumble, so you can help other people to get out the Big Show, and you're gonna be like, okay, now the Big Show is not here. I'm gonna be okay.
Exactly. See. Wait till everybody's got their hands on them, and I come back behind and just shove them over like a big
And,
old chicken cutter.
and what do you think about a man like Otis of the WWE?
Otis is amazing. Not only is he like very athletic for his size, but he's hilarious. So he's a great person to be in that area and be in that spot. I think that they could do a lot more with him, but that's why I'm over here and they're over there, right?
I like it better now because now he's a heel. You know,
Yeah,
when the other time he was like a comedy act, and I don't like that. Otis deserve better than that.
I agree. Yeah, and I think that putting him with Chad Gable or Shorty, I don't know what they're calling him now. Hopefully Chad Gable again, but
No, Cable,
uh,
it's Cable.
yeah, there you go. Putting them together is actually a good fit because they do work well together, and I think it would probably be a better fit for more of a tag team spot for those guys.
Well, Mr. West, how can people reach you on the social media?
For Instagram and Twitter, go to at BeastDim, so at BeastDim. You can find me there. On some socials, you can catch me on Project West or Project Beast in certain areas too. Facebook, look under Wes Logan. Come say hi to me. We'll chat.
Okay, right now your style. Do you see yourself maybe on Mexico?
I think in Mexico, I would definitely shine a little bit stronger there, only because of the the creep factor of my Beast the Butcher paint and face mask, all that fun stuff. I think that would go over well there. As far as like the fast pace of the Mexican wrestling, I'm the one that's going to be grabbing them by the throats and shoving them into the crowd. Definitely not going to be the flip flop and fly guy, but I'll definitely wrestle anybody that's out there.
And what about Japan?
That's actually a big goal of mine. Japan and the UK have been very big goals of mine. I love the structure. I love the tempo and the aggressiveness between both of them, and I think I can learn a lot from not only those two areas but Mexico as well. I really want to learn from Lucha Libre out there, because as much as we have great trainers out here, being in the thick of Lucha Libre, it's a different culture. I want to learn it. I want to know about it.
I also love to one day see you here in Puerto Rico.
That would be great. I know I got some family that's out there, so I definitely want to pop out there. And I know Dilo's big in Puerto Rico as well, so maybe bring me and Dilo out there.
Oh, well, maybe one day, you never know.
That'd be nice.
Bueno, mi gente, Wes Logan, búsquenlo en las redes sociales. Wes, do you have any last word to your fans?
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, come and reach out to me. I'm pretty personable when it comes to social media. But if you see me in person, you better run. I'm going to choke you out. And
Bueno, mi
thank you.
gente.
Appreciate you for having me.
No, thank you very much for your time. Bueno, mi gente, esto es todo hasta el momento. Nos veremos en una próxima entrevista. Thank you, Wes. Have a nice day.
You as well. Take care.